This week on Machinery Pete TV, we visit the massive Keystone Cooperative Equipment Sale by Purple Wave. This online auction features some choice sprayers and applicators ready for the field. This restored John Deere A brings back memories of days on the farm. And Pete looks at the top 3 prices for the classic John Deere 4640.
Your machinery is a serious investment and at the heart of every farming operation. Some call it a passion. We're Machinery Pete TV, and today we'll cover everything from auction roundups to the classics to the latest trends and technology. Machinery Pete, the most trusted name in farm equipment.
Machinery Pete thanks these premier sponsors for their support.
Big Iron, rural America's premier online auction site for the sale of used farm equipment.
No other cornhead works like a Drago or pays you back like one. Visit your Drago dealer and see how you can justify owning a Drago on ROI alone.
Well, folks, I did it again, traveling, and I brought my Minnesota weather with me, this time to Decatur, Indiana. We're out here, very cool story. Our friends at purplewave.com having a big online auction featuring equipment from Keystone Cooperative, quite an organization with 20,000 farmer members in Indiana, Michigan, and Ohio, and we're going to get up close with a couple sprayers and a spreader. But first, we got to go back to the studio and catch up on the latest farm equipment news.
Thanks, Pete. I'm Michelle Rook at this year's annual Cattle Industry Convention and NCBA trade show in San Antonio, Texas. While President Trump is holding off on tariffs of up to 25% on imports from Mexico and Canada, an additional 10% tariff is now in effect on China. And Beijing hit back. It plans to implement a 15% tariff on coal and liquefied natural gas products, as well as a 10% tariff on crude oil, ag machinery, and large engine carts imported from the U.S. President Trump imposing the tariffs in an effort to combat fentanyl trafficking. President Trump has also been critical recently of the Panama Canal. Secretary of State Marco Rubio recently paid a visit to the canal. Rubio and the Panamanian president discussing the White House's concerns over China's presence around the canal. Panama's president has said the country will not renew a 2017 Memorandum of Understanding to join China's Overseas Development Initiative, also known as the Belt and Road Initiative. The U.S. is reopening the country to imports of cattle and bison from Mexico. USDA announcing APHIS and Mexico have agreed to and are implementing a comprehensive pre-clearance inspection and treatment protocol. That's after imports were shut down in November following a positive detection of New World screwworm. Officials say APHIS has now visited, inspected, and approved the safeguards put in place in Mexico. And an amazing tribute for a man who loved to serve. Recently, Stephen Ham, who was a John Deere technician for 30 years, passed away. And last week, as he was laid to rest, several farmers in Missouri put together a fitting tribute to say goodbye. Tractor after tractor, combines with their augers out, all lined the road next to the cemetery where Steve would be laid to rest, giving him a final fitting ride. Now let's check on recent auctions around the country. Now back to our host, Machinery Pete.
Hey, stay tuned, folks. Coming up on our online auction, we have a pair of Rogator sprayers, a pair of 1100Bs. We got a 14 model, a 15 model, both give or take around 3,000 hours.
When you're serious about harvesting corn, you harvest with a Drago. That's because Drago delivers more yield-saving technologies than any other brand. Self-adjusting deck plates save kernels across every row. Lower velocity knife rollers reduce ear bounce and shatter. And the industry's lowest profile captures more ears. Stop leaving yield in the field and harvest like you mean it. Drago. Learn more at dragotech.com.
Looking to sell your equipment or needing an upgrade? Purple Wave Auction has you covered. From construction to agriculture and fleet, we make it easy for you to sell, bid, or buy. Always online and always no reserve. Take the next step and register for free today at purplewave.com. It's time to experience the easiest and most straightforward way to buy and sell equipment with Purple Wave Auction.
I appreciate that FBN recognizes the importance of farmers. They value the independence that I have and my peers have. And in an industry that's seen rapid consolidation and continues to, I see sometimes FBM not just as a tool, but as a shield. I want to protect what we've got and then continue to build on what we have.
Keeping your equipment clean can be frustrating and time-consuming. It doesn't have to be. Check out Dakota Wash and the power of foam from Dakota Ag Innovations. The user-friendly foam cuts grease, won't harm painted surfaces, is wash bay approved, and is easy on delicate electronics. Multiple foaming options and complete packages available no matter the scale of your operation and equipment. Cut your cleaning time significantly and get your equipment back to work. Find Dakota Wash and the Power of Foam at your local farm store or check them out online at poweroffoam.com or call 888-996-7801 to find a dealer near you.
Hey folks, I'm here with Bradley Baker, Regional Director with Keystone Cooperative. And let's talk about your footprint with Keystone Cooperative. Bradley, is it 4 states you guys are in now?
We're in 3 states, so we're in Indiana, Michigan, and Ohio.
Okay.
We have 83 locations, ag retail locations.
Okay, 83 locations. So we're here talking about some of the sprayers and spreaders on the auction with Purple Wave. But your fleet, can you tell us about your fleet across that footprint?
Across the fleet, we're mainly John Deere, Rogators, Terrogators, or Case sprayers.
Okay. And so we got to be pushing almost, 200 rigs?
Yeah, 200 plus rigs.
Okay. That's a lot to maintain and keep track of, and getting into new rigs and moving out the old ones.
Yep.
And how does that flow?
So in 24, we would have went to the board of directors. The board would have approved us to buy X number of sprayers or equipment. We would have bought those through the dealerships. Right. Then we've been able to hang on to our rolling stock and our assets, and we've been able to move those throughout the organization to better serve our grower members. Then at the end of it, we've decided, okay, let's use the equipment that we no longer need. We will auction them off through Purple Wave.
And this auction is I understand, one of a series. You've had 1 or 2 already, and more coming?
have 1 already, and I believe there's 2 more to come.
Okay. Well, again, managing a fleet, almost 200 rigs like that, that's just a lot to keep track of.
Correct.
And you have all kinds of sprayers, and not just Rogator, but also Deere.
Yep, Deere. We have some Haggies. We have some Fence. We have a little bit of everything.
Okay. So. What's it been? I know unemployment's been so low across the country. Finding good help with your applicators, has that been a challenge to?
It's been a challenge. Each area or each location's different, but our motto is, if you find good people, you get them hired, and you keep them on board, type of thing.
Treat them right.
Treat them right. Take care of them.
And Bradley, we got a couple Rogators on the auction with Purple Wave here. We got a 14 and a 15 model 1100B.
Yes, we have one that's a 120-foot boom, another one with a 100-foot boom. Both come with skinny tires and float tires.
Okay.
Both are field ready. Came right out of the field this fall, winterized. Here we are.
And so you guys didn't purchase these new, but maybe have owned them like 6-7 years or something?
Yeah, so this location didn't purchase them new. We were able to move them around as we have these auctions from different locations. So we would have purchased them new back in 2014,
okay.
2015.
Gotcha. And how many hours on these two 1100Bs?
Right around 3,000 hours.
3,000 hours. Okay, and what, 1,100 gallon?
Yep, 1,100 gallon. One has this 120-foot boom's got 7 sections, shut-off sections.
Okay.
The 100-foot boom has 5 sections.
5 sections, okay. And how about maintenance with Keystone Cooperative with your spraying rigs?
So big on maintenance. We always want to make sure we go by the manual. We maintain the service hours that they're recommending.
Okay.
So usually anywhere between 200 to 300 hours they're being serviced.
Okay. And when you guys are purchasing Rogators here in Indiana in particular, is there one dealer that you work with mainly?
In the past, it's been McAllister's or Plevna equipment.
Okay. So for farmers or anyone looking to buy these things on the auction with Purple Wave, what would you tell them, Bradley, about these rigs and how they've been for you guys?
Good machines, we take care of them. That's what's our bread and butter, what makes us our money, of helping better serve our farmers. So we have to have them field ready, and if we have issues with them, we fix them.
Right. That history of care is very important. And I love on purplewave.com, we're talking 60, 80, 90, almost 100 pictures plus video on all these things, so you can see it from literally every angle.
Yes. Yep.
And are you getting, running up to the sale, now we're here a couple weeks out, but are you getting many inquiries on your?
Yeah, starting to be some foot traffic, guys calling about it or wanting to come look at the machinery.
Okay.
So always open to having someone come visit them.
Yeah, and a rig like this, a lot of folks have been looking for a good second sprayer.
Right.
This could fit the bill pretty nicely, couldn't it?
Good.
Here are a few more items that sold on today's sale.
Machinery Pete here. Hope you caught our recent special episode of Machinery Pete TV show featuring Alex Lyon and Son Auctioneers, an amazing company with roots back to 1950. Check out their website, www.lyonauction.com, and click on Auction Calendar to view all their upcoming sales across the U.S. and Mexico, including their huge Bushnell, Florida auction coming up Friday, January 31st through Monday, February 10th. All sale info and online bidding at lyonauction.com. The sun and weather can take its toll on your equipment's appearance. Fix faded paint with Dakota Shine. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Remove stubborn oxidation with Dakota Prep. Rinse and fix faded paint with Dakota Shine. Kits available in multiple sizes to fit your needs. Apply using a paint gun or aerosol can. It is not a wax and works on most painted surfaces, decals, rubber, vinyl, and all colors. Increases value and improves appearance. Find it at your local farm store. Check them out online at dakotashine.com or call 888-996-7801 to find a dealer near you.
Looking for a unique speaker for your upcoming ag-related event? Consider Machinery Pete. He'll share stories from 35 years on the road. Call 844-727-6374 or email customer support at machinerypete.com.
Hey folks, I'm here with Lauren Bechtold, Director of Marketing with Keystone Cooperative. And Lauren, this has been quite a year.
Yeah, it has
You guys bringing together two organizations. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so we brought together Ceres and Co-Alliance Cooperative back in March of 2024.
Okay.
And we are coming in on the 1 year mark. So together now we have just over 2,000 employees. We have 4 divisions in grain, agronomy, energy, and swine and animal nutrition, and just over 20,000 farmer members.
20,000 farmer members.
Yeah.
And again, that geographic footprint for you guys is what now?
Indiana, Ohio, and Michigan.
Okay. Well, Lauren, you've got some amazing programs with Keystone Cooperative. One in particular I want to talk to you about. I think you guys referred to it as SEED?
Yes, yep. So SEED stands for Securing Experience and Education Development.
Okay.
And what it is a 2-year program for high school seniors who are in FFA who do not want to sit in the classroom after high school.
Okay.
And so we've designed this program for them. They sign on with us for 2 years, receive full benefits as an employee, pay. We can relocate them and we'll pay for that. But what they do is they will go through our 4 different divisions. So agronomy, grain, energy, and swine animal nutrition. They'll be in those for 4 months. And then they'll spend another 4 months in our corporate office.
Wow.
And then,
exposure to the whole business.
Yes, yeah. And we will pay for all accreditations, their CDL, pork quality assurance, I think what that program is, their hazmat, all of those different programs, drone license, we'll pay for them to receive those.
Wow.
So then the goal is after that 2-year rotation, they find what suits them best, and then they would hopefully stay with the cooperative.
What a smart program, giving back to the kids in your communities that you serve. Also, I know it's tough with employment these days, finding and keeping good people.
Yeah.
So getting the young people in. But almost like signing them to go play college football or something.
We try to hype it up like that.
Yeah.
They sign on just at their high school, like if you were to sign on for a high school or for an athletic scholarship. We have the big backdrop. We invite their friends, their family.
Love it.
Make it a big deal. Last year we had some cakes at some of the signings.
Cake is always good.
Yeah.
I like Machinery Pete likes cakes.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Tractor Tales, folks. And this week we're off to Illinois to check out a styled 1949 John Deere A.
We've got a styled 1949A John Deere. We used to farm with the A, and before we got the larger tractors, and I was able to find this A in good condition, so I bought it. Didn't have to do much restoring to it. It was pretty well what you see. Really liked it, just one of my favorite in the collection. We just started looking, and we saw this advertised at a sale at Taylorville, Illinois, and we went to it and bought it. Did a little restoring to it, and it runs perfect. And we've had it in the Pana Labor Day Parade several times, pulling floats, and we put a parade seat on it so 2 people could ride on it. When my son got married, we used it to pull a rack wagon that had the wedding party in it. We pulled it around Pana, so it was kind of unique back then. We probably spent a couple months in the wintertime getting it all restored. And motor-wise, it was perfect, but it was just the metal on the outside, and we had to sand some of the rough part, repaint it. The rubber was fine on it when we got it, so we didn't have to do anything that way, but we had to repaint the wheels. Through the years, we've seen many changes, in the tractors, but they're just nice to collect, and I guess mainly I collect them to pass them on to our son and grandsons. Hey, stay with us, folks. Coming up, the feature item on our online auction today, a 2012 Case IH Titan 4530 spreader. It's got 3,441 hours, and the box was purchased in 2019.
When you're serious about harvesting corn, you harvest with a Drago. That's because Drago delivers more yield-saving technologies than any other brand. Self-adjusting deck plates save kernels across every row. Lower velocity knife rollers reduce ear bounce and shatter. And the industry's lowest profile captures more ears. Stop leaving yield in the field and harvest like you mean it. Drago. Learn more at dragotech.com.
Cleaning aluminum stock and grain trailers is now easier than ever with just a weed sprayer, garden hose, and Bright Plus aluminum cleaner. Start from the bottom and work your way up. Watch the foam release any embedded dirt and grime that soap and water won't touch. Rinse thoroughly. User-friendly, biodegradable, and available in different sizes to fit your needs. You can now pull a clean trailer without the chance of damaging the aluminum. Find Bright Plus aluminum cleaner at your local farm store or check them out online at trailercleaner.com or call 888-996-7801 to find a dealer near you.
Got equipment to sell privately but tired of scams and hassles? Visit MachineryPete.com and click Sell Mine. MachineryPete.com, the simple and secure way to buy and sell equipment online.
All right, folks, we're here on our feature item on the auction with purplewave.com, a 2012 Case H Titan 4530. Now, Bradley, we've never featured something like this on our show. Kind of excited, but what can you tell us about this rig?
Yeah, so this is a spreader box. It's a twin bin spreader. It actually holds 16 ton of potash if you load it all with potash.
Okay.
The bed was actually new in 2019. The chassis itself is a 2014, I believe, 2015.
Okay.
It's got 3,500 hours on it.
Okay.
It's a great machine. Field ready again. Tires, excellent tread depth on the tires.
Yep. Yeah, it'll make someone a nice spreader. Now, leading up to the auction here, we're a few days out, but again, you're starting to get inquiries on this thing?
Yeah, starting to get some traffic. Guys are calling and questioning some things, asking some things about it, so it's always good to have those calls.
Now, you're regional director for 7 locations here for Keystone Cooperative, Bradley. As a rig like this, does it move between your locations, or has it been here in Decatur?
So this one's moved between branches. We always try to move our assets around as we best can, type of thing.
Sure.
This one's been to 2 different locations, I believe. So the bed's obviously new in 2019,
right.
so we had to repurpose the bed and then. So.
And nothing's cheap these days. So that new bed in 19, that wasn't cheap, was it?
Still has a lot of life left to it. It's all stainless. It's ready to go.
Right. And again, across your organization, Keystone, in terms of spreaders and sprayers, self-propelled, you're pushing 200 of these rigs that you guys are
200
managing?
plus.
Okay. Yep. Now, Bradley, when you started with the organization back in like 07, 08 as an intern, did you drive any spreaders back in the day?
I ran in an older Case airflow machine. I don't remember the number on it. It was maybe 4,500, something like that. So then I ran I got a new 6203 with a twin bin on that. I remember getting that. So
we've come a little ways here.
Yeah.
In a few years, but this rig will make someone a nice machine, won't it?
For sure.
Well, folks, I've documented nearly 2,000 auction sale prices on John Deere 4640 tractors over the past 35 plus years, and just recently I saw the 3rd highest price ever. Now, this came on an auction January 23rd by our good friends at BigIron.com and Sullivan Auctioneers, and here's a picture of it. Beautiful 1980 model 4640, showing 1,708 hours quad range with a very detailed list of the work done on the overhaul. And this came off of the Dwayne and Lori Miller line of equipment out of Sheffield, Illinois. It's over $57,250. And again, that's the 3rd highest auction price I've ever seen on a 4640. Kind of interesting, the all-time record high price was also sold by Sullivan Auctioneers. From a sale you might remember, it was August 3rd of 2019, farm sale in Bingham Lake, Minnesota. And that was an unusual 4640. Here's a picture of it. 79 model. This baby only had 826 original one-owner hours on it. So for $61,000, and again, that's still the all-time record high price on a 4640. Second highest all-time price, that came back on a sale June 21st of 22, online auction out of Lamar's, Iowa, that we helped promote with our Machinery Pete social media, and it was this 82 model, 1,857 one-owner hours, sold for $59,000.
Well, folks, sure had fun here today in chilly Decatur, Indiana, getting up close to the Rogator sprayers and the Case H Titan spreader on the purplewave.com online auction. And great folks at Keystone Cooperative, man, they've got a lot of great programs going on here and serving their 20,000 farmer customers very well. We will see you back here next week on Machinery Pete TV. Machinery Pete thanks these premier sponsors for their support. Big Iron, rural America's premier online auction site for the sale of used farm equipment.